Hi, welcome to My Strange Reality. I'm your host, Adrian. Do you know that we actually live on a hollow Earth? Believe it or not, but we actually do. At the thickest, it's 800 miles thick, and it thins out towards the poles to, I really don't know how thick it is. But at the poles, there's actually big holes, cavernous holes, massive holes that you can actually fly into, boat into, or walk into. I'm assuming you can't walk into them necessarily. It's probably really freezing cold. Take a vehicle. But inside the inner Earth, there's actually lush forests and gardens and a small sun at the dead center of our Earth that gives life to everything inside. There's actually, heard a belief, there's actually dinosaurs and mammoths from olden times in there. This belief isn't true fantastic because there's a lot of people out there who truly believe in this. In 1906, William Reed, writer of The Phantom of the Poles, wrote after hearing that Admiral Pearl, who was an expeditionist to Northern Pole to try to actually locate the North Pole and claimed to have discovered it, denied the claim to have actually discovered the North Pole. The book was an attempt to explain mysterious phenomena going on around the poles and to answer a few basic questions about it, two of which being why is the Earth poles flattened, and why haven't the poles ever been discovered? Later in 1915, Marshall Gardner called his book Journey to the Earth's Interior, or Have the Poles Actually Been Discovered? It's a very long title if you ask me for a book. Came to the same conclusions that Reed did, in the belief that there's actually inhabitants, grass and growth and all kinds of vegetation in the inter segment of our Earth, and a small sun as well. But here's the odd thing. Gardner never read Reed's book. In fact, he didn't even know he wrote one. He came to these conclusions strictly on his own and had the same basic questions, two of which were, why are the poles flattened, and why have the poles ever truly been discovered? Now that's just two books, but fast forward to 1926 when Richard Byrd, who attempted to be the first man to ever fly over the North Pole, actually discovered the opening to the hollow Earth, and in fact went inside. Flying over big, vast green wonderlands, basically the Garden of Eden, were there where they saw mammoths and dinosaurs and such, and actually UFOs that we know of today, they saw in 26, guiding them down to a landing spot where he was in the city. I believe it was Shambhala. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure the city was Shambhala, because since that is the capital of all of Agartha, which is the inner Earth. I digress. But he then was led to meet the rulers and kind in that alien world that was there, and was left to lead back out again. That was in the North Pole. That was in 26. Fascinating stuff. What we have discovered that the inner Earth is real, and the people of Agartha and Shambhala live in harmony in the inner Earth, in a garden that's never shows darkness because their sun is always brightly shining, with two holes in the northern and southern regions of the planet. It's fascinating to think about, but it's actually true. And it's not the only two entrances, north and south. There's actually holes all around the world. There's some found in Texas, in Washington, and in lots of mountain regions, in Tibet even. The Buddhists believe entirely that the inner Earth is actually real. It's in some of the philosophies. In fact, there is said to believe the hole leading from Tibet through the inner Earth. Many of those who follow inner Earth and actually believe in it have the same questions that I have, such as, why is that the northern poles and the southern poles have just fresh water? Ice. All the ice there is the freshwater ice, mountain size, way above the sea level, all with fresh water. Could it be that the inner Earth's oceans or lakes there are pouring out to the poles and freezing on contact as soon as they come out to the outer regions? Every iceberg there being after is actually being fresh water? That could be a thought. What about the Ross seagull, which actually migrates further north during the wintertime in seek of warmer climates? There has been attempts actually to badge these birds and actually watch them off, but the signal actually gets lost, oddly, right? Before they actually reach their final destination. Some would believe that they actually found the inner Earth and they're going to a tropical paradise for the northern and come back out during the spring. That would actually be a firm belief, but if I was them, I would actually probably just stay. So that's all I got for My Strange Reality, and I leave you with this one question. How many sides are on the Pyramid of Giza? Leave the comments below. Really want to know if anybody actually got this correct. My name is Adrian, and that's My Strange Reality.